When Jefferson said toward a more perfect union, he was admitting that the union was not perfect, that it was not finished, that work had to be done. And so we are gathered here today not to bash somebody else. We're not gathered here to say all of the evils of this nation, but we are gathered here to collect ourselves for a responsibility that God is placing on our shoulders to move this nation toward a more perfect union. So today, whether you like it or not, God brought the idea through me, and he didn't bring it through me because my heart was dark with hatred and anti-Semitism. He didn't bring it through me because my heart was dark and I'm filled with hatred for white people and for the human family of the planet. If my heart were that dark, how is the message so bright, the message so clear, the response so magnificent? We are forced by the magnitude of what we see here today, that whenever you return to your cities and you see a black man, a black woman, know that he is your brother. And if it needs help, you are obligated to help your brother because he is your brother. You must live beyond the narrow restrictions of the divisions that have been imposed upon us. You shouldn't come, you're a Christian, that's a Muslim thing. You shouldn't come, you're too intelligent to follow hate. You shouldn't come, look at what they did. They excluded women, you see? They played all the cards.
I'm telling you is that I will not abrogate my
That's true, I understand that. I understand that.
under any circumstance.
The host, of course, Greg Lasseter, here with no other than the great Nat Wood.
Adjust your television set. You are fortunate enough to have tuned in to 30 frames a second.
You have spun that into the fact where the victim is now the perpetrator and the perpetrator is now the victim. And that just drives me crazy. It is my honor to have the privilege of speaking to bringing to you the Honorable Abdul Hafeez, Minister Abdul Hafeez Muhammad. He is the East Coast representative of the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. You're still at Mosque number 7.
I'm now the student regional minister of Mosque number 7.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And he's going to talk about an event that's coming up in Newark, New Jersey on October 15th.
The 22nd anniversary of the historic Million Man March. We're 22 years later from the great historic event that was themed by Minister Farrakhan, To God Be the Glory. And 22 years ago, to October 16th of this year, on a Monday, this event will be on Sunday, October 15th, at the Newark Symphony Hall at 2 p.m. But that Monday, that next day, is the actual date of the Million Man March, 22 years before. Something beautiful.
That's amazing. You know, I had forgotten that the original Million Man March was called on a work day.
Yes, it was.
So
and many told the minister, "Oh, minister, you don't know how to call a march. You know how to speak and represent well, but you call a march on a Saturday."
Right.
Well, the minister originally wanted October 7th, which is the date that we use to celebrate the anniversary birth of the eternal leader of the Nation of Islam, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. He was born between the 7th and the 9th, but we choose the 7th, which is the number of God. but the 7th wasn't available, so the minister then chose the 16th. Not that he chose so much a Monday or Tuesday, he chose the 16th, which 1 and 6 is 7. It fell on a Monday, and my God, the minister said if we had just gotten 50,000, I would have been happy. As long as we were ready to give our lives for God, give our lives for our people at that day, because we knew that white America had a bad image of the black man and was afraid, excuse me, of the shadow of the black man, more or less our image and presence. So he said if I had 50,000, as long as they were willing to sacrifice their lives, as long as we were willing to atone to God our Father, atone to the women in our lives, atone to the children we misplaced and mishandled and didn't handle properly, male and female, atone to one another as brothers and the harm we done to one another, he would have been satisfied.
Take this pledge with me. Say with me, please. I say your name. Pledge that from this day forward, I will strive to love my brother as I love myself. I say your name. From this day forward, will strive to improve myself spiritually, morally, mentally, socially, politically, and economically, for the benefit of myself, my family, and my people. I say your name. Pledge that I will strive to build business, build houses, build hospitals, build factories, and enter into international trade for the good of myself, my family, and my people. I say your name. Pledge that from this day forward, I will never raise my hand with a knife or a gun to beat, cut, or shoot any member of my family or any human being except in self-defense. I say your name. Pledge from this day forward, I will never abuse my wife by striking her, disrespecting her. For she is the mother of my children and the producer of my future.
There's a couple of things that's very, very interesting. First of all, that's the exact same title of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's
message in 1961 at the
correct.
Ulan Arena.
That
Separation or death.
It's also, the location is also very interesting because it's Newark, New Jersey. And Newark is a place that for the black male specifically, but for black people in general, it's a place of great stress and great violence, and it's a chaotic state in our community. So the message is powerful and the location is powerful. Talk to us about the message. Talk to us about the similarities or differences, if they exist, in Minister Farrakhan's message address, separation or death, as opposed to the Honorable Elijah
It's the
Muhammad.
same message. There's no difference. He is the authorized, anointed, and appointed servant of God that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said he put in his seat as a father over the house. No man, No father puts his son, physical or spiritual, in his seat. He may put him at the table, but when he puts you in his seat, he's saying to the people, he is me and I am him. Me and my Father are one. When you see me, you see the Father, because the Father is in me and I am in him. So the minister's message is the message from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's why he's always maintained, when he did the 58-week lecture series entitled The Time and What Must Be Done. You can get it right up on YouTube, right on NOI.org. He says, I am the national representative of that great preacher of freedom, justice, and equality, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's who he is. So the message that he's giving now in 2017 is the same one. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has fed him deeper since that time now. But it is the same message. We're not separatists. And we don't believe in segregation. But we offer separation as a solution to the problem between the black and the white. This is on the back page of the Muhammad Speaks and the Final Call newspaper today.
Now, what's the difference between segregation and separation?
Segregation and separation are two different polarities. When you are segregated, this is when a superior over you forces something on you that you may not want or don't want. But separation is when two equals come together and make a conscious decision, like a husband and wife, that we need to part ways so that we can remain peaceful to one another, because our differences are irreconcilable. That's the difference between segregation and separation. One is the oppressor over the oppressed, the other is two equals coming to a conscious decision. Look at the president, number 45. Huh? Look at him. Look what he called the black players. But I'm happy that the mask of civility has come off.
These NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
You ever see Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Huh? Remember the little girl that was being trained? The many-faced God?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad he's showing his face. Look at that. Son of a bitch. Put them son of a bitches out. Fired him. Now we take a knee because he called your mama a bitch, pardon me, a female dog. Huh? But you didn't take a knee with Kaepernick on the issue of rampant police brutality and mob attacks. That was what the knee was for, not because he called you out of your name. The knee was because of no indictments. And with no indictments, there's no convictions. And where there's been one and two, no convictions at all. Even if you get indicted, you still get off in America. That's what the knee was for the voiceless, for the oppressed, for the invisible people, the spook who sits by the door. You see?
You mentioned your president.
Not my president. He's the president of the United States where I happen to live.
Okay, fine.
But he's not my president. Barack was my president. And I didn't agree with him with everything, but I love what he did and what he attempted and tried to do for the people of this country and for black people, although he had to do it through the back door and back channels, but he worked to do something for us.
Well,
but this one that's here, look, and it's good that he's there because he's going to make us do for ourselves. That's why it's separation or death. Because we are living with a people that are disagreeable to live with in peace. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said there are many whites who are sympathetic to the cause of the so-called American Negro. But they pale in comparison to their more stronger brother who keeps them from helping us. He said there are many John Browns, but there are other brothers who are more wicked that don't allow them to be like that white abolitionist who felt the pain for the black man and woman. So whites don't do anything. When we came out with Black Lives Matter, from a segment of our people and community. Then they want to come out with all lives matter. Well, where was all lives when we getting gunned down? Where was all lives with Sandra Bland? Where was all lives with Ferguson? Where was all lives in Baltimore, Maryland? Where was all lives here in New York City, in Staten Island, with Eric Garner? Where was all lives at? So stop all that stuff. We go to the cemetery, and the police officers and the unions keep going home right now to this day, kicking the teeth out of innocent black men who submit to you and are down on their hands and knees, and you kick their teeth out. Brother McDonald shot down like a dog in the street. Michael Brown shot 15 feet away. And you tell us we don't know what we're looking at? Philando Castile shot down, gunned down, cops on top of him. I mean, come on, man. The brother and the husband and wife in Cleveland in a car, 137 bullets. They have no weapons. None. Come on, man. This is life in America. You gonna call us son of a bitches because we don't want to stand for the national anthem? Let's bust that up real quick. First of all, none of the football players were standing for the national anthem before 2009. This is a post 9/11 tradition. Check the record. Secondly, I believe this figure is correct. I know it's millions. The NFL gets paid $53 million by the government to play the national anthem. And the Pentagon spokesman just said yesterday, none of the players need to come out at all. They ain't got to bend the knee or nothing, because we always have representation there that can deal with the national anthem and its playing. So what's the big deal, Mr. President? What's the big deal, NFL owners? And many of them, they don't mind what President Trump said because they backed him with their money. They knew his mindset on things. They just upset that he said it publicly. See? You can use the N-word, but just make sure it's private. Don't be public. But did you hear what the police or the fire chief said in a town in Pennsylvania about Coach Lee Tomlin over the Pittsburgh Steelers? This man brings more excitement to the people in Pennsylvania than you ever could bring as the fire chief. And you said, yeah, look at him being a good, can I use the word? A good nigga. Now you want to apologize because you shouldn't say, no, you spoke what was in your heart, and you spoke like the president what's in the hearts of millions of Americans that see black and brown, or the aboriginal people like you and me like that. Wake up.
Yeah.
It's separation or death. Can we get justice under this present political context? And the minister asked it 2 years ago at the 20th anniversary, entitled what? Justice or else. We came before you then to promote that. What is it 2 years later? Has the police brutality stopped? No. Have we stopped killing ourselves? No. And the minister said, this is a problem we got to deal with. That ain't got nothing to do with white folks, but we know we would be better if we were off to ourselves. We wouldn't do the things that we do. And our people don't readily want separation because we've been fed the lie of integration. We love America. We love her malls. We love her strip malls. We love her shopping centers. We love her movie theaters. We love her clubs. We love her night spots. We love her nightlife. We love her strip clubs. What's a strip club with no strippers? No club at all. So if you ain't got no women in there putting it down and the brothers can't make it rain, you ain't got no club. But we love America, pardon me, because we can do that here. So why would you want to separate into your own nation and an area where you could be more righteous and upstanding? Because America has turned us into niggas, filthy persons, non-upstanding citizens, and those that come in from other countries. When it gets beyond employment and a dream and a White House, on a house and a white picket fence, or whatever color, then you realize the cesspool that's here. Even Speaker Ryan said, when the floods came, when God sent that hurricane in the Houston named Harvey, then took it away, reorganized it, and sent it back with 20 more inches. and he saw humanity trying to rise up out of the condition of the floods. He said, well, this shows finally that there's still hope for America. You see, because he knows what's going down the tubes. It's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad already taught us and put in book form. The Fall of America. And Minister Farrakhan says what you see going on today is the unraveling. But it didn't start with President Trump. It was going on during the era of President Barack Hussein Obama, of which that man could not get peace not one day that he came into that office. He came in with his hair all black and he left with it gray, and he's a young man that could play ball. Huh? They besieged that man for every day and every month and every year of his 8-year term. They disrespected his wife and called her monkey and called her gorilla and disrespected his children. Huh? He had to ride around in the most expensive bulletproof vehicle, windows, doors, tires, headlights than any other president, though Bush before him was hated more. But Barack was hated without a cause. So we haven't made the progress that we thought. We thought it was a post-racial society. Everybody was waving American flags when President Obama took office. What flag they waving now? Now you're worrying about people taking a knee to the national anthem.
We talk about taking a knee at the national anthem. To the best of my knowledge, professional football is not a government job. You don't have to swear to uphold the Constitution. You don't have to be born in the United States of America. None of that.
It's just a favorite pastime.
Yeah, all you got to do is score touchdowns.
All you got to do is run on that plantation.
Yeah. If you score touchdowns,
and I love
they
football.
love you.
I can play it. But it's a plantation politics.
Also, I don't remember the 45th president of the United States having any negative words for the KKK.
No, why would he? The Confederates, why? These are the base that came out of the backwoods of Alabama, Mississippi, North Dakota, South Dakota, Colorado. They came up and they voted for him. Out in Louisiana, why would he speak up to a people who helped put him in office, who helped him win the Electoral College? He didn't care about the popular vote. He beat Miss Clinton in the Electoral College race. So yes, he owes them. So he's not going to speak up, though he should or could or would. But one thing we're getting from him, he is who he is. Other presidents lied to us. They would say what was politically correct, make the political stature, have the political press conference. But then they gave legislation that did the same thing that Trump is saying out of his mouth they did with legislation in the Congress, in the Senate, and from the White House.
I want to make sure that I have enough time to let you get back to this.
No, we're giving the people what they need too.
But I also want to. I don't want to leave without addressing the following. It is true. There are a lot of things that America offers that black folks have fallen in love with. Shopping malls, strip clubs. But there are a lot of things that black folks that impact the lives of black folks that they are not so enthralled with. The justice system, the high rates of unemployment, the
homelessness,
the homelessness, the dispensation of justice from
in the family courts,
the
foster care system.
That is correct.
The welfare system.
That is address some of that, because a lot of times when
we're doing look, Brother Nat. We're doing bad in America, man. That's the reality. We're not just poor, we're poor. We one foot on dry land, another foot on the banana peel, middle class, and we about to slip off that banana peel. And when we do, then we know what Poo Poo and Ray Ray and Shaniqua feel like. See, when you're in Suffolk County and you're in wine dance, there's a difference between wine dance and Wheatley Heights.
Okay, I know I couldn't
But
help you with
Wheatley Heights is wine dance. But they don't want to be associated with their own people. We bad in America, man. We just get temporary relief at a club, temporary relief at that reefer, temporary relief with that cigarette, temporary relief with that bottle, temporary relief with carnal desires, temporary relief with sports. Helps ease things down. Football, basketball. Who gonna win the NBA? Who gonna win the NFL? Who gonna win the tennis? You ain't getting no ring and you ain't sharing no money, no matter how much you cheer. They ain't sending you $1,000 to your house because you the best cheerleader. We're not getting nothing. And then we got leadership that's weak-kneed, jellyfish spine, punkified, have taken money from special interest groups and corporations, not Farrakhan, and not his ministers or helpers, and not many other activists that are out here, and they're tired of it now. Our people are tired of going along to get along. We need freedom, full and complete freedom. We need justice. Justice applied equally to all, regardless to creed, class, or color. We need equality, equal membership among the civilized society. This is the program of the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan. We want a government wherein we all can live together in peace, a universal government of peace wherein we all can live together in peace. That's what we want. But we ain't getting it. So we need separation. We need a meeting of the minds. We need the president, whoever's there. Barack passed, Bush passed, Trump there now, could have been Clinton, don't care who it is. Let our people go. Give us a good send-off for 20 to 25 years. Provide us with land that's minerally rich with an outlet to the sea. Huh? And watch us go to work. That's why we got Muhammad's economic blueprint. Go to the NOI.org. Get the Nation of Islam app. Learn more about it. A nickel a day, 35 cents a week. Huh? $1.40 a month, $18.20 a year. From 16 million of our people, we'll raise $291,200,000 in 1 year. What could we do if we double that? But just with that 16 million, what could we do with HBCUs that this president ain't giving no money to? Nothing but special designation. What could we do to fund the NAACP? So we remove from it the leeches that have attached themselves, that we only attach our money as long as you are frog in the mouth of the dragon. So you hear ribbit, ribbit, but it's a dragon that has devoured our people. We would be free, my brother and friend, my listening audience. So we want you to come out on Sunday, October the 15th. It's a ticketed event because we got to pay for everything. The nation don't get nothing free. It's all right, but our people are supporting. You can still get your ticket. Just dial 973-624-5532, 973-624-5532. And I hope there's still some tickets available when this program is aired. But if we sell out, you won't know until you try. But when we do, you can go to NOI.org and view the beautiful, the loving, the purposeful message from the messenger of God, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, right from your home, right from your Samsung or Unsam, your iPhone or Phone I, your T-Mobile, Mobile T, whatever. You can see him right there in your hand, right on your tablet. But for those that want to come and be with him as he wants to see you, come on and fill up the Newark Symphony Hall on Sunday, October the 15th, 2 p.m. The program begins. Farrakhan is coming. Yeah. You remember they said the British was coming? Farrakhan is coming. That means the presence of God. Oh, but he's here in the world. But I'm telling you, he's coming to Newark. And New York will be in Newark. Philadelphia will be in Newark. And everyone else will observe from where they are. But we invite everybody out.
It has been my privilege and your privilege to have the wisdom of the Honorable Minister Abdul Hafeez Muhammad. Come to this event. It's October 15th. It's in Newark, New Jersey. Separation of death.
Separation of death.
And if you think Minister Hafeez is a handful, the Minister Louis Farrakhan is.
That's where I learned it from.
I know that. I know
That's
that.
why I preach in
Believe
churches.
me,
I learned that from
I know
him.
it well.
A good Muslim is a good Christian. A good Christian is a good Muslim.
I know it
And
well.
when I preach, they don't know whether I'm a Muslim, a Christian, a Baptist. My mother was a Jehovah's Witness. My father was a 33rd degree Mason, and they gave birth to a Muslim minister. Figured out what
A man of God is a man of God.
And I want to say peace to the gods, peace to the 5%ers, to the nation of gods on earth. They all know me under the name Infinite Tashim, Great God Allah. I'm still with you, brothers. Come on out on that day.
My brother, thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Peace be
salam,
unto you
brother.
and your family and to your staff that makes this happen.
Thank you,
30
brother.
frames a second.
Thank
I'm
you,
honored
brother.
to be with you.
Thank you, brother. It's my honor. We'll see you next week. Peace. We out of here. Thank you so much.